this month, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. Also, just a few announcements. If you hear weird noises, they're working and painting right here, right on this wall, right here, right behind me. So that's what those noises are, if you hear them. Next, this month also, I'm bringing this back. If you watch me since the beginning, you know that I used to talk about how I write down, I meditate before every reading, and then I write down kind of what I think about, what pops into my head for the sign. And I didn't stop doing that, but I stopped talking about it for whatever reason. So somebody asked me the other day to bring it back, and so there it is. We are back. It's actually always been here. I've always been doing that. That's why, people ask me sometimes, like, do the meanings of the change, do the meanings of the cards change and things like that, because sometimes I say something different. And I always say no. It's just based off of my notes for your sign, kind of what pops into my head before I do your reading, of course. So we're bringing that back. Also, if you'd like a custom May monthly reading, by the way, you can get one of those. Link in the description below. That was a mouthful. I'm out of breath. So let's see what is going on for you this month. The first card you have is the Ten of Spades. Definitely a change month, I would say, for you. Changes coming in for you and different kind of things coming in for you as well. This is a major change card. It's like the Death card in the Tarot. And it definitely represents kind of, stepping off onto a new path, which is actually your next card as well. Ace of Diamonds. Ace of Diamonds just simply represents starting some sort of new journey, beginning some sort of new path in your life at this time. So it fits in very well together, these two cards. This is also a card of shipping things, so I would say be careful of anything that you are shipping, or if you're ordering something, make sure that you put the right address, or make sure that it gets to the right place. Let's put it that way with this card. Next, you have the Ace of Diamonds. Again, very good card. Fits in really well with your notes here that we have here. Like I said, at the end, usually everything comes up in the cards. If it doesn't, then I'll touch on it. But very good card for kind of new things coming in for you at this time. Also, I feel like, to me, diamonds can represent focus sometimes, being focused on the outcome of one thing. For you, I feel like it's just you caring about things in a different way. Kind of a weird message I got. Again, I wrote it down here, caring more about things was the message that I got. And I think that what it means for you is that, I think that you could just be more aware of like outcomes and how things work out and how things come together this month. And I think you will actually put more care into things like your work or anything that you're doing, or even your relationships, and I do feel like it'll be very beneficial to you. This card is called the Sun in the Lenormand card reading system. So it can represent kind of like having a focus or shining a light on something. So again, I do feel like you'll be very focused at this time, and I do feel like it will be very beneficial for you as well. It seems like a positive focus. Very good card for money as well, and also a card that kind of says, move along, get things going as well. Next, you have the Four of Clubs. Your thoughts being in line with the truth, and this card is also being a card of being very aware of things that are going on. Again, awareness seems to be like a major theme for you this month, you in particular. I even wrote the word alert down here. So again, I feel like you are very alert. You're very kind of aware and awake, and kind of focusing on the things that are going on around you. So I do like to see that for you as well. Also a great card, I feel like, for friends this month, which I don't normally say that, but I do feel like you could be very talkative this month and, just kind of dealing with a lot of people at this time. I do feel like it will be beneficial. Next, you have the Five of Diamonds. Five of Diamonds says just do it. Basically, I always say this is a card of that says just do it. Anything that you're thinking about doing, get started, just do it. Don't put in, it's almost like a good time to not put in a lot of thought. It almost just says, if you have some idea for like a business or a relationship or whatever, this card just says, just get started. I even wrote down here, get going. So I definitely feel like that's kind of an important message for you, that you just need to get going on something. I would say, especially if it's involving education, is kind of what's popping into my head. And you do have the King and Queen of Clubs, which could, can represent teachers in a lot of ways. So I think if you're like thinking about taking some sort of course or getting certified in something, these cards say, especially if you've been thinking about it for a long time, get going now. Like, stop waiting. This is a very good card. It's a card of profitability. It says anything that you start during this time will be profitable. So good time to get started. Again, it's a great card as always for money and investments as well. Next, you have the King of Clubs. For you, I feel like it's very kind of you being very future focused, because you have the Queen and the King of Clubs. You have both cards. I do feel like this could be love coming in for you as well. I do feel like for Gemini this year, fire signs would probably do very well with you, especially maybe like Leo, could be a very good sign for you this year, if you're like dating or anything like that. I also feel like this is saying that your words are very important as well at this time. Again, I wrote down talkative, and there was a focus about words or something like that. So I do feel like your words are going to be very important. Again, maybe people are listening to you. Again, the Queen and King of Clubs are really good, especially if like you're in social media or if you do anything involving people. It can say people are very like attracted to you at this time, your words wise. So you can kind of carry a lot of weight with your words with these cards. Next, you have the Queen of Clubs. Again, the card of seduction and also kind of like having a way with your words at this time. So definitely, like I said, if you're on social media, if you do anything like this, like YouTube, I would say might be a good month to work extra hard on that because you could kind of attract a lot of the right people. Also, a good card for love. Like I said, it is a card of seduction, so why not? And a great card for the future and planning the future. Finally, you have the Five of Hearts. You get this card from time to time. Can represent jealousy or gossip of people around you. Again, you might be talkative this month, so be careful of like who you talk to and what you say. I wouldn't be paranoid about it, but just stay out of gossip, and I think you'll be fine at this time. Also, like the other words I wrote down here were like busy and smart and very confident, which all comes up here. King of Clubs, confidence, and intelligence just comes up with all the clubs cards in general that you have here. So it looks like a really good month for you. Again, if you want a custom made reading, you can get one in the link in the description below. But thank you for watching and enjoy your month.